My mom's dying wish was for me to find my half-brother. What I didn't expect was that he was a billionaire who had been watching me for years. The day my mother died, she left me with a secret that shattered everything I thought I knew about my family. A few hours before she passed, she grabbed my hand and whispered 5 words. Find your brother. He needs you. I froze. Brother? She nodded weakly. Then she died before explaining anything else. I was an only child. At least, that's what I had believed for 28 years. After the funeral, I confronted my father. The look on his face told me everything. My mother had a son before she met him. A son she was forced to give up when she was only 17. She spent decades searching for him, but never found him, until 6 months before she died. She found him, and apparently, he was now one of the richest men in the country. I thought my father was joking. He wasn't. The name he gave me belonged to a billionaire tech entrepreneur whose face appeared regularly in magazines and business news. There was no way someone like that was my brother, but curiosity consumed me. A week later, I sent an email. I expected it to be ignored. Instead, I received a reply within 30 minutes. I had been waiting for this message. My stomach dropped. 2 days later, I was sitting inside a private jet, heading to meet him. The entire flight felt unreal. When I arrived at his estate, I expected security to escort me into some office. Instead, my brother was waiting outside, personally. The moment he saw me, his eyes filled with tears. Then he hugged me. Neither of us spoke for almost a minute. It was the strangest feeling of my life, meeting someone who was technically family but also a complete stranger. The next few days were overwhelming. His life was insane. Private jets, luxury cars, homes in multiple countries, a personal staff larger than some companies. Yet he was surprisingly humble. We spent hours talking about our mother, sharing stories, looking at old photographs. For the first time since her death, I felt a sense of peace. Then things started getting weird. During one conversation, he mentioned my high school graduation. The problem was he wasn't there, or so I thought. Later he mentioned my first apartment, then my college graduation, then my first job, details I had never told him. Every time I asked how he knew, he dodged the question. Eventually, I pushed harder. His expression changed, almost guilty. Then he admitted something that made my skin crawl. After reconnecting with our mother 6 months earlier, she told him everything about me, and he became obsessed with finding out who I was. At first, he hired investigators. Then he started quietly helping me. I laughed, thinking he meant small things. He didn't. The apartment I managed to get despite hundreds of applicants. His company owned the building. The scholarship I received during college, funded through one of his foundations. The job offer that changed my life. The CEO happened to be one of his closest friends. I sat there speechless. My entire adult life suddenly looked different. He wasn't controlling my life, but every time I was about to fail, some invisible hand seemed to help, and that hand was him. I asked why. His answer nearly broke me. Because I spent 30 years having a brother I couldn't meet. For a moment, I understood. Then he revealed something even crazier. The reason he became obsessed with finding our